Hi, this is Cale Clark with the Faith Explained Institute, thefaithexplained.com. Here in Israel, we're at the Church of the Multiplication of the Loaves in Tabgha. And this is an interesting miracle in the career of Jesus. It's mentioned in many of the Gospels, in fact all of the Gospels. I really want to focus on John's version though, which takes place in John chapter 6. Jesus feeds the multitude. It's 5,000 men. You got to remember that doesn't count the women and children. There's probably at least 15,000 people involved in this miracle. And a lot of people today, and in previous decades, due to kind of a liberal theological view, want to pass this off as kind of a miracle of sharing. They want to strip the supernatural out of this miracle. This little boy shares his lunch, that inspires others to do so. The truth is they've all got kosher dill in their jacket and they just didn't want to share. That's not what happened here, folks. The ancients were not stupid people. We're sometimes guilty of chronological snobbery because we have the internet, we have modern technologies and conveniences. We think that they couldn't tell an honest-to-goodness miracle from a false one. That's not the case. This was, in fact, a supernatural miracle. And John really sets it really interesting in a theological context, because first of all, Jesus multiplies the loaves. He shows that he can do miraculous things with bread. The next thing that happens in John chapter 6 is that Jesus walks on the water. It shows his command over nature as Lord of the universe. And then following that, he goes back to Capernaum and he teaches in the Capernaum synagogue the bread of life discourse. You must eat my flesh and drink my blood, or else you have no life within you. And the bread that I will give for the life of the world is my flesh. John 6:51 is the key verse there. So really, it sets up very well for teaching on the Eucharist. Jesus can do miraculous things with bread. He has power over nature. He can multiply bread. And he can also turn bread into his body, into his flesh and blood, and multiply that all over the world at all the masses that happen on any given day. It's an incredible miracle, the Eucharist, and it is a real miracle that happens every day.